Kate, we're geriatric millennials, right? We're geriatric millennials? Okay.
Yes.
For the unfamiliar, a millennial is someone who is graduate high school like around the turn of the century, I believe was the idea of where like the first millennials came from, right?
I think it was if you were born in 80, 81, and 82. I think that's what makes you a geriatric millennial.
That's what makes you geriatric specifically. Okay.
Yeah.
On Google search trends, they released their trends and pointed out that for the first time this year, Gen Z, the search for Gen Z overtook millennial back in March. And they've been kind of neck and neck all year.
Oh.
So how does that make you feel like maybe we're getting even more irrelevant, Kate?
Maybe.
So this Google search trends, Gen Z hit an all-time high, surpassed millennial in March. And then they point out the top Gen Z-related searches. Kate, you ready?
Yes.
Number 1, Gen Z fashion. Kate?
Okay.
And then Gen Z side part was number 2. Gen Z fashion, I could see that being number 1. Ooh, I want to see what the Gen Zs are into. Or, I want to see what I'm supposed to do to be a successful Gen Z and search for Gen Z fashion. But Gen Z side part being number 2 blows my mind.
I remember a big deal about side parts and skinny jeans are out or something like, that, what is it? You're
a redneck when?
No, something like that. They're old when they're wearing a side part and skinny jeans or something like that.
Okay.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah, because this isn't confirmation that like a side part is a cool thing in Gen Z land. It's just that people searched for the phrase Gen Z side part.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
And they point out also Gen Z slang is in there also.
Okay.
Gen Z jeans.
Hmm. Are those the mom jeans?
I think so, right? Didn't we talk about that a while back?
Mm-hmm.
That it's like the Gen Z jeans were mom jeans.
Yep.
They also say that people search for, quote, "Are bangs in style?" Was a top trending search for 2021. Are bangs in style?
Yes.
Where you at on that?
Because I have bangs. So, of course, they're in style.
Oh,
and I got a side part. Whoop!
Watch out.
And skinny jeans.
You're messing up that part, right? Or no?
I know, because I can't do mom jeans. I can't. Some people love them. I can't do it.
What is it about them?
I feel like they draw attention to areas that I'm trying to conceal.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Go on.
That it only enhances my pooch.
Okay.
And I do not need to draw more attention. I like a tight jean where I can wear a shirt that covers.
Man.
I know.
Great.
I don't understand. And maybe girls who aren't moms, that's why they love mom jeans, because it's not the same. But this mom is a mom and does not like the mom jeans.
I see what you're saying. So you think they may switch to skinny jeans when they get mommed?
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't have the mom pooch to pull off the mom jeans. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
Good old mom pooch. Yep.
I know.
Right.
I know.
Playing tonight at the Bottleneck, by the way.
Mom pooch. I'm surprised they stuck it out through the pandemic. I thought they would have broken up.
Yeah. All right, so you want to hear some of these other trending things?
Yeah.
All right, so top trending TV show of the year. Do you know what that was, Kate? Any guesses before?
Hold on. I'm going to say no.
Squid Game.
Oh, I should have known that.
Most searched TV show, Squid Game.
Squid Game. Should have known that.
Top trending comedy movie.
Comedy.
Yeah.
Pineapple Express.
Pineapple Express. That's an old one.
Comedy. I don't know.
Space Jam.
Shut the front door.
Yeah, I know. Top trending comedy movie. What a year for the cinema, huh?
Man. Wah.
Action movies, Black Widow. The most searched for action movie.
Okay.
Song. Any guesses on song? It's one that we play.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Which one?
Driver's license. Nope. Good for you.
Oh, you shouldn't have doubted yourself. Driver's license.
Oh, driver's license. Shoot.
Yep. The top trending overall search. This kind of hurts my brain. The top trending overall search for the year, Kate.
Oh, overall search.
Yeah, there's no way you're going to guess this if you do.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. I guess I could give you choices. I could make up some choices.
Yeah, make up some choices.
Okay. Top trending overall search was, I'll just put them in a category together.
Okay.
Would it be the NFL, the NBA, or Major League Baseball?
Ooh.
Top trending overall search for 2021.
Major League Baseball.
The NBA.
What?
I know.
Why?
Isn't that wild? My guess is...
What happened?
My guess is that people search for NBA score or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
Yeah, I thought Major League Baseball because of the whole Houston Astros, cheaters, that whole thing.
Oh, that's been longer ago now, hasn't it?
Apparently not.
A couple years out now?
Yeah, but they were in the they were in the World Series.
Well, when they cheated?
Yeah.
That was years ago, though, now, right?
Right. But everybody was saying they shouldn't win this year because they're cheaters.
Gotcha.
Like there was lots of, they didn't really care because they're cheaters.
Yeah, it's just interesting how much the NBA has taken off.
No kidding. Clearly not in my house, but okay.
No, you guys aren't watching NBA there?
No.
Just all the football games?
Football and college basketball. That's where we're at.
I like basketball. Pretty fun.
Yeah, I love college basketball. I don't know why I don't switch over to watching the NBA. It's just it's not the same.
Yeah, a lot of people think it's not as exciting as the college game.
Yeah,
crowds aren't as into it. Players aren't as into it.
Right.
And you're like, well, look, they're just walking out there. What are they doing?
Look at it. They get paid whether they win or lose. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's something about college basketball, Matt, that's just not the same as NBA. Because you can be a huge name in college and not do anything in the NBA.
Oh, right. Yeah, you'd be lucky to get a job in the European League.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Now these guys can get their own sponsorship deals. Right? Didn't one of the KU players do like an Applebee's commercial or something?
I don't know.
I think that's right.
I don't know.
Oh, Applebee's. I hope to not eat at you for a while still.
On a date night?
Yeah.
You don't want the Bourbon Street steak or the Oreo shake?
You're really good at that. Can you do the whole deal?
Oh, the whole deal. That song is constantly on at our house.
Oh, really? The kids are into it?
Yes. Elliot does the dance. Yeah.
That being fancy like Walker Hayes.
Yup.
Yeah, there's some serious innuendo involving a Wendy's Frosty and a French fry at the beginning of that song. Yeah. Take her to Wendy's, can't keep her off me. She want to dip me like them fries in her Frosty.
Yeah. But he's talking about his wife. Does that make it any better?
Oh, I don't think it matters. Who? It's to his wife?
Dipping fries in the Frosty in a married union.
This is about taking his wife out?
Yeah. Because some days he needs to upgrade.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Spoiler with the upgrade.
Yeah.
Applebee's. Yeah, I saw something recently where Applebee's realized, like, okay, stop it with the healthy food. We'll do better just serving fried stuff. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, nix that then.
I haven't seen that. But they brought back the Oreo shake. So they're loving the publicity from this song for sure.
I imagine so.
Yeah.
I bet you many people are going to Applebee's now or increase their frequency.
I believe you are correct. And then they'd go to Applebee's and then they do the fancy dance and put it on TikTok. So then there's all sorts of more advertising for Applebee's. They're like, oh, you're just here for the dance? Cool. Let us get you some, Bourbon Street steak or an Oreo shake.
Yeah.
Whipped cream on the top too. 2 straws, 1 chick. Girl, I got you.
Man, for a second, I thought Walker Hayes was in the studio.
I know. He's so cute, too. He's got a bunch of kids, and they're always doing their TikTok and Instagram dances. Yeah.
You follow him?
I do. I followed him before Fancy Like. How about that?
Wow.
Ooh. Yeah.
Fancy.
He's a crossover. He's a country to pop guy.
Yeah.
And his country stuff doesn't even really sound like country, like what people would think country's supposed to sound like.
Okay.
But he's a good songwriter. He's got some good lyrics.
There you go. Kate approves of Walker Hayes.
Yeah.
Wendy's yes, Applebee's no. Be my vote.
Right?
Yeah, it's Applebee's no.
Natty, no thanks.
No?
Yeah.
When was the last time you had a Natty Light, Kate?
Ooh. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I'm certain I've had one.
Been a long time.
I'm sure I may have even had one as recently as this summer.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, Natter Days. I've done the Natter Days or the seltzers from Natty.
Yeah,
Natty Light.
The hard seltzer.
Yeah.
Which you recommend? I forget.
I do.
Yeah.
I like their Catalina lime mixer.
Fancy.
Yeah, and the Natter Days is the strawberry lemonade, where it's kind of sweet. So I like to do that one on ice, but I also can't do like as many of those. Maybe one or two, then okay.
Because it messes up your stomach?
Yeah, it's just too sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Catalina lime mixer, I like to put that on ice with a little bit of grenadine and some healthy squeezes of lime in there, and it tastes like a Sonic cherry limeade. So good.
Yum.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember this tip. That's a good one. It's a good idea.
Yep.
I'll have to try that. Grenadine. I used to have grenadine around to make a cherry Coca-Cola. You know?
Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
Yeah, I don't know why, but my mom always has the maraschino cherries in the fridge. So I'm like, well, I'll just pour a little bit of that in there. Call it good.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you and I weren't really into the eggnog idea.
Right.
But here we are up on the champagne holiday, right?
Right.
Where are you at on champagne?
I like champagne.
Mm-hmm.
I almost like it too much because I should just do the one glass and be done. But instead, I do a couple more, and then it's kind of like keg beer.
Okay.
I'm going to feel terrible the next day. Or I'm going to have a headache, I should say.
The champagne brings the pain.
I think so.
Yeah, I'll do the midnight. Well, I mean, let's be honest. I'm probably not doing anything for New Year's except falling asleep well ahead of midnight.
It's midnight somewhere, Matt.
That's right. Okay. So
there you go.
I guess I could get a bottle of champagne and drink out of it for a little bit.
Drink out of the bottle?
Yeah.
Because you're fancy.
Drink out of the bottle on the couch New Year's Day.
A special occasion.
Yeah, that's the picture of a mentally healthy person right there, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, champagne's okay.
Yeah, probably not going to get too crazy with any, like, New Year's cocktail or... I did have this cocktail over Christmas with, like sparkling water. You know how you can get I don't know, is it called sparkling water or the flavored water?
Yeah, I've always been confused because there's club soda and then there's just like seltzer, flavorless seltzer.
But this one is like a flavored bottled water.
Oh, okay.
And it's got just a hint of fizz to it. So it's not really bubbly. But I did a cranberry flavored water with vodka and a lime on Christmas. It was very nice.
Sounds lovely.
It was. It was refreshing.
Mm-hmm. Crisp.
And then we tried it with lemon lime, and that was good too. And yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I need to get more adventurous and try more drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had my phases over time as to the different types of beers or types of liquors I was into, or whether or not I was a hard liquor person for a decent period of time, or a beer person, or a craft. Like, there's been an evolution there for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's plenty of drinks that I have not tried, and I just need to start ordering them. You know?
I feel like I've been a little bit more adventurous lately in the tequila department. So I don't know what that means, if I'm going through something or...
means you're doing things right.
Right. I'm just being a little bit more adventurous with some cocktails where normally we'd go to dinner and I just, I'll get a beer. But I was like, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I need to make a point next time I'm at the bar to open up the drink book.
Right.
And look in there and see something that looks adventurous.
Yeah.
And go wild, Kate.
Well, you don't want to go too wild because after 3 drinks, like that's $30.
Oh.
Sometimes the cocktails are super pricey, which is another reason I stick to domestic beer because it's not as expensive.
Yeah, so we talked about this a while back. I would do the same thing that I had done in the past when I was talking about, start with some craft beer and then finish the night with your domestics, your cheap beers.
Yeah.
I think the approach would be like each time you go out, buy a new mixed drink that you haven't tried before.
Okay.
And then the rest can be cheaper beverages. But you're right.
Cheaper beverage. Yeah.
A mixed drink, a finely crafted cocktail from a bartender can get costly real quick.
Right. But here's this part makes me nervous, though. Like, if we follow that line of thinking, like, let's do this really fancy tequila drink, maybe have one of those, if not 2, then do you have to stick with tequila afterwards, or can you switch over to your beer? Because I don't like to mix. I don't know if there's an actual reason. Like, I don't recall of like, oh, I'm not feeling so great the next day because I mixed XYZ, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. I know there's that phrase, right?
Beer before liquor, never been sicker.
Yeah.
Liquor before beer, you're in the clear.
Right. So what do you think about is that correct?
Well, I don't know. But I'm always scared because it seems like if you're going to start with tequila, don't you stay with tequila? I don't know.
No.
If you go tequila and then you go to beer, is that going to be a problem? I don't know. But I'm also not the person that's like, let's do shots of tequila. I need to mask tequila.
Really?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
And so I want. But this jalapeno tequila, I think I told you about it. I've been looking for it in the stores and I can't find a jalapeno tequila.
Interesting.
So I think I have to like learn how to make my own tequila or jalapeno infused tequila. You know how people do that with vodka? Can you do that with tequila?
Probably. Yeah.
Probably.
I would guess, right? So how did you get turned on to this idea of a jalapeno tequila? You have it somewhere?
I was out at a restaurant. It was a tequila mockingbird.
Okay.
That was the name of the drink. And it was jalapeno infused or pressed jalapeno vodka, agave, grapefruit juice, garnished with a couple of roasted jalapeno slices.
Ooh.
But then there was also like something in there where it looked like, I don't know if they put spices in there because it almost looked like peppery in the glass. So, but it was like a spicy and refreshing drink at the same time.
Hey, have you ever thought about just calling around?
Calling around?
Yeah, call liquor stores, call up liquor departments, etc.
Yeah. I've been making points to like, if I'm in the liquor store, I'll look around, be like, hey, let's check out the tequilas. But I haven't called around. No, I probably should. I probably need to get it out of my brain because we're approaching the New Year's and I should think about doing a dry January.
Boring.
I know.
That's a pretty common thing now, right?
It is. Have
you done it?
I've done it before, and I've done a sober October.
Sober October, yeah.
But, okay, this sounds really bad, but we got a lot of things going on in February. I don't think I want to do a dry February.
That's fair.
So if I do dry January, then I'm ready for February. I don't know. Doesn't that sound like I'm defeating the purpose? Taking a break just to get...
No, so that you can get binge drunk easier in February?
Not binge, but celebrate more.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a good idea for people to take a month off of whatever substances. So long as they're not like medically prescribed or something, you should probably continue to take your medication. But
right. But like November and December, there's just so much going on. And there's always some sort of like opportunity or parties.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'll have a beer.
Yeah, see, my 6-month streak of no drinks went from last May through last November. Something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, man, it's nice to have that done ahead of the holidays.
Well, but you made it through summer. I wouldn't be able to do it through summer.
Yeah, it's a little bit wild in retrospect that I was able to do that.
I should make it clear.
Fun in the sun.
Right. Like, when I'm talking about drinking during the week, I'm not getting wasted pants during the week. It's just like, oh, man, it's a Tuesday and I just had a beer, and now it's a Thursday and I'm having a beer. And
yeah. Well, it's also good for, it helps restrict calories, unless you replace your beer with Dr. Pepper or something instead.
Right.
So it could be a good weight loss aid for a lot of people if they're.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm still okay drinking for a while. We'll see.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if I do that again someday. Take a big break, but right now I'm enjoying it too much.
Well, good.
And not in the troubling manner which made me quit in the first place. So.
That's the difference right there.
Yeah. So the story was that, early pandemic, I, was very apprehensive going out in public, yes. And I found that the place that I went to public more than anywhere else was the liquor store, right?
The liquor store.
Yeah. And so I went in there one day and I just stocked up because I'm so apprehensive going in here multiple times, and bought $300 worth of beer and alcohol. And it was gone within a week and a half, some troubling amount of speed. And I thought, how about we try to just go ahead and reset our relationship with this? And, and then, it worked out well. 6 months. Precisely 6 months.
On the dot. Were some days harder than others?
Early on, yeah, I would say. But once I got going, once I got a couple weeks under my belt, I was like, okay, I feel better. I felt like a lot more energy. That was a big benefit.
Yeah.
And then immediately lost 5 pounds in a month and changed pretty much nothing else but what I was drinking.
Way to go.
Yeah. It didn't affect my sleep or anything like that. It's just that from time to time I like to have an adult beverage every single night of the week,
We're getting to the point, where we're getting over having something every single night of the week. There was just always something where it was presented. Hey, you want a beer? Yeah, okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started drinking a lot herbal tea during that time also. So to have something to kind of, having a beverage at all is handy,
Right.
So just water, having some water. You don't want to just, it's an easier habit to replace than what smoking would be, I would think.
Oh, yeah.
You're not just going to start smoking grape leaves or I don't know to replace your cigarette addiction. Oh, they have their before vape pens or whatever took off. There were those little inhaler-like looking things that people were used to quit smoking. And then having toothpicks or something to do with your fingers or your mouth or whatever can be a handy deal. And with resolution season up on us, I would say, one of the biggest things you can do is drink a ton of water. Drink that water. Flush your guts.
Water.
Flush your guts of the nicotine and the alcohol. Hydrate.
Hydrate.
Do you have any tips, Kate?
No, you took mine with drink water.
Very special plan your resolution edition of Matt and Kate. Yeah, water. Water's good.
Yeah.
A lot of people they'll use an app to track their water. Always seemed like a bit much to me.
Yeah, I'm not good at that. I'm not good at remembering. Wait, did I fill up already? I need to fill up. Did I put it on the app though? I used to be so good about logging everything I ate.
Really?
Everything.
Wow, it just gets kind of time consuming after a while, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And even I started thinking maybe I should just have a little notebook and write it down. And even if I don't write it down when I eat it, but at the end of the day, just write down everything I ate. But I really was consistent about putting it in an app. What was it called? What was the MyFitnessPal?
Oh,
I think that's the one. Yeah, I did. I logged everything. And then it'd be like, oh, you still have like 800 calories left for the day. And I'm like, well, not really hungry, but do I eat them just because I've got them?
Probably not, right?
Which happens sometimes. No, sometimes it did. I was like, 800 calories. That means I can definitely have this 2 Oreos or something.
Americone Dream.
Oh, gosh.
Ice cream.
Love it. I was thinking about that over the weekend.
Oh, yeah?
I need to just keep it in the house.
Is that what you were thinking?
Or not. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You were craving some Americone Dream.
I was. But I should keep this in the deep freeze where nobody sees it. But no, that would not be good.
You have it's a garage freezer or what?
We have a garage fridge and freezer, and then we have a stand-up deep freeze in the basement.
Okay. You got enough beef in there?
We do.
Okay.
Right now. I mean, it could change.
You have
as we keep eating on it.
That makes sense. It would diminish as you consumed it.
Right.
Yeah. You get all the different cuts when you get you get a side of beef at a time. What is it called?
We got a side of beef. Did we get a side or a half? No, we got a side. We got a side.
What does that mean? A side.
How much?
Yeah.
I don't think it's as much as a half. I think it's probably like a quarter.
Okay.
Quarter cow.
Quarter cow? Take a quarter cow, please. Is that,
we get,
is that what you say?
We get roast. I don't. Monty does. We get steaks. We get ground beef, mostly ground beef. We get roasts. We get different cuts of steaks, T-bones, strips, sirloin.
Getting hungry. Steak and eggs.
But you know what he does? They don't usually offer this, but he always asks for the liver, the heart, and the tongue.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep. And he gives those to his dad.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Though Monty does love liver and onions. We have yet to have that prepared.
Why?
In our home. Because it stinks.
Does it? Pretty bad?
It does. It stinks. It's a whole lot of iron. It's really good for you.
Yeah.
A lot of times they ask pregnant women to eat liver because there's so much iron.
Makes sense, yeah. Yeah, I've heard really good things about a variety of different body parts that I do not want to eat. Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounded horrible out of context. But anyway, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. So we sometimes, like the last time we've had those various pieces in the freezer because we haven't seen Monty's dad to give them to him yet. So it's like, well, move the tongue and get to the T-bones. There you go. That sounded terrible out of context too.
I enjoyed it. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you could, someone tried to put tongue into the, like mince up the tongue and put it in with the ground beef. They'd be slipping you the tongue.
Ew.
Right?
Matt.
No good?
No, that was gross.
Okay.
Like, I mean, can you imagine like someone be like, hey, that chili? I just slipped you the tongue. It's got some tongue in that chili.
Yeah. Yep. Chili's great. If you serve me chili, if there was chili there and it was appetizing in general, you know, aromatic and all that stuff, and you're like, there's cow tongue in there, I'd probably be fine.
You would be?
But if it's just a tongue, like splayed out, you know, with a fork and knife next to it, probably not.
Yeah. The chaser, take a bite of chili, take a bite of tongue. Yeah. One time my sister was, we were doing Christmas Eve at her house and she was making chili. And I said, is it just beef in there? And she was like, it's chili. And she's like, is it just beef? And she was, Kate, it's chili. And I said, Jennifer, is there something else in it? I wanted to know if there's another meat in it. Sure as sun shining, they put deer in it.
There you
which
go.
I'm not anti-deer, and I'm not anti-mixing deer in your chili. But I was not happy because she was trying to lie to me.
Trying to fool you.
Yeah. And I probably would have just had some.
Yeah.
Oh, my dad was so mad that night because we're leaving her house. We're on our way home. I'm like, hey, can we stop at Wendy's? And he's like, why are we stopping at Wendy's? I'm like, because I'm starving. He's like, why didn't you eat chili? Because Jennifer's a filthy liar.
It turned you off eating the chili entirely when you found out that there was venison in it?
It was more of a point. because I don't like it when people lie to me. It was like, why don't you just tell me the truth? Now I'm not going to eat it. So I just ate a cinnamon roll and
Kate.
Carrots and celery. I know.
Come on.
I know. But then I got a Wendy's cheeseburger on Christmas Eve before Santa came.
Aw.
Right. I know. That makes it sound... How old was I? 22? 23?
Yeah, that's a good age to refuse to eat your sister's chili.
You're lying, sister. And she jokes about it now. I'm like, I would have eaten it, but you were trying to lie to me. So now I don't trust any food that comes from you. I'm just kidding.
But eventually she told you.
She only told me. And I don't even think she told me. I think her husband told me. I think he was like, there's deer in it. And I'm like, Jennifer, you are going to stick to your guns and keep lying to me.
Huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
So she sometimes throws that in my face. Remember when you wouldn't eat the deer or the deer chili? I'm like, remember when you wouldn't tell me there was deer in it?
God, deer chili's good, Kate. Especially in a mix like that, half-half or something like that.
Half-half, yeah.
Chili is great.
She gives me troubles on things that I eat, but then she doesn't like chicken on pizza. So, I mean, we've got our moments where it's like...
She thinks you're too picky of an eater?
No, she doesn't understand why I don't like ribs.
Oh.
Okay. Because they brought ribs to a family thing and I had something else planned for me because I don't eat ribs. And so...
No ribs, okay.
I'm like, okay. And then I offered to order a pizza that had chicken on it, and she like freaked out that chicken doesn't belong on a pizza. Like, girl, you're missing out.
Yeah, I've had chicken on pizza many times, but I do not consider it an essential pizza ingredient. I can definitely see why one would object to it.
But there's barbecue chicken pizza out there. So good. This was like a chicken and veggies pizza that was like a lighter pizza. Mm-hmm. It was really good. I bought it anyways, and I ate it right in front of her. And she scolded me, and then I said, it's okay. I don't like ribs. You don't like chicken on a pizza. But she's funny. She's funny.
Oh, you are too.
I know.
Yeah.
Funny, weird.
Is it the bones? Is that it with the ribs?
I don't know what it is. I prefer beef ribs. If we're going to do ribs.
Okay.
I prefer beef ribs versus pork ribs. Okay.
All right.
But I also am not a big fan of like Fred Flintstoning some food.
Okay.
And in the same breath, I love hot wings, but I don't like to eat off the bone with hot wings. Like I pull the bones apart and I take the chicken off the bones with hot wings.
With your fingers?
Yes.
Huh.
And I only do wings. I don't do drummies. Because it's Fred Flintstoning, like, ow. Yeah.
You just not like to be reminded? Like, is it too carnal of an activity or something, or what?
I think so.
Okay.
And I don't think I can do it politely either, so I just don't want to do it.
Fair enough.
Yeah. But I prefer, if we're going to do ribs, let's do beef ribs. And Monty, will you take it off the bone for me? Thank you.
Do you do boneless chicken wings? If given the option at a place?
No. If they don't have bone in, I might, but I usually prefer
bone in, but meat off.
Yeah.
Meat off, bone in. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not going to see me like polishing a chicken wing to get all the meat off of it, like.
What a shame.
In my mouth. I know.
Missing out.
Well, I can take the meat off with my fingers, though.
So do you like surgically? Do you just remove all the meat once the plate of wings arrives? You just take it all off and then
one wing at a time.
And then do you feed it from your fingers into your mouth?
Mm-hmm. Or a fork, if it's usually my fingers because I'm already messy.
Yeah, so I guess that's why I don't understand the.
Yeah, I like to take the wing and split it in half. So I've got 2 pieces, and then I pull that meat off. Ranch. Eat. I love wings, though.
Digest. Enjoy. Yeah, wings are great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hot. Get them hot.
Hot and spicy.
Mess up my mouth. Come on.
Woo!
And my guts. All of it. Come get me.
All of it.